Good afternoon, children. This is Hemlata and welcome to class 6 IIT physics class. So, children, we started already kinematics, is it now? And there are some topics we completed also. So, after some gap we are doing again. So, let's review that previous topics. Kinematics. In kinematics we studied already the mechanics, kinematics, statics, is it? And in that the first we discussed about rest and motion, is it? So rest is what, children? Whenever any body is not changing its position with respect to the surrounding and time, then we will say body is in rest position, is it? Whenever a body is not changing its position, suppose body is here, you observe the body for some time, suppose for 2 minutes you observe the body, okay? So body is here, 2 minutes you observe the body is not, after 2 minutes when you will see, the body is here only, it is not changing its position remains same with respect to surrounding and the given time 2 minutes, then we will say body is in rest position. So very simple definition, okay? Whenever a body is not changing its position with respect to surrounding and time, then we say body is in rest position. Next, what we discussed, motion. Motion is what? So whenever a body is changing its position with respect to surrounding and time, suppose a boy cycling, okay? So when you saw that person here, at the first minute body is here, after 3 minutes when you will see, suppose you observe the person for next 2 minutes, and the third minute when you see, body is here, is it? So position is changed with respect to the surrounding and time, then we say what? Body is in motion. So whenever a body is changing its position with respect to surrounding and time, then we say body is in motion. So rest and motion both are relative terms. This also we discussed, no, children? Rest and motion both are relative terms. So how can you say rest and motion both are relative terms? Suppose you are sitting inside a moving bus, okay? A bus is moving, you are sitting inside a moving bus. So with respect to other passengers, you are in what? Rest only, because you are sitting in one place. So you are not changing the position with respect to other passengers, so you are in rest. But when you see outside the window, so what you observe, that you are in motion. So whether you are in rest or motion, that time you confuse whether you are in rest or motion. So you are in rest with respect to the passengers inside the bus, but you are in the motion with respect to the things outside the bus, because bus is moving. Okay, now children, so like this we can say that rest and motion both are related terms that depends upon the observer's point of reference. Okay, now children, so rest, motion we discussed already. Then after we discussed types of motion, okay? Types of motion also we discussed. 3 types of motion: one dimensional motion, two dimensional motion, and 3 dimensional motion, is it? So one dimensional motion means what? Whenever a body is moving in a straight line path. One dimensional motion, one dimension, you know, no, children, there are 3 dimensions, is it? And that 3 dimensions we represent in 3 axes, that is x-axis, y-axis, and z-axis, is it no? So 3 dimension, if a body is moving in only same path, okay, not changing its direction, only along a same path it is moving, so that is called one dimensional motion. Means to locate its path we need only one dimension, either along x-axis or along y-axis or along z-axis, any one axis we need to locate its position. then we say body is moving in one dimension. Next is second is two-dimensional motion. Two-dimensional motion. So whenever a body, suppose you take a stone and throw it, okay, so what happens, stone like this, it moves in a projectile motion like this. So what happens, it moves in a plane, okay, length is covering and height is covering, only two dimensions. So when to locate the position of a body, we need two dimensions. That is what the motion in a plane. That is what two-dimensional motion. So projectile motion, circular motion also comes under two-dimensional motion. Okay, suppose one insect moving on a floor. How it will move? Somewhere here, somewhere there. So always on a plane it moves. That is what two-dimensional motion. Third one is three-dimensional motion. Three-dimensional motion. Three-dimensional motion. Whenever to locate the position of the body, we need all the three axes: x-axis, y-axis, z-axis. Space. Okay, motion in a space, like a flying bird, flying aeroplane. So motion in a space. That is what three-dimensional motion. Clear, children? This is all we discussed already in the last class. Now, today we are going to start the main distance and displacement. What is distance and what is displacement? What are the basic difference between distance and displacement? Okay, then children? So let's start. So distance is what? Distance is the length of path traveled by the body. Body traveled from A to B. What is the length of the path? Path is what? AB is a path. Is it? AB is a path. What is length of path? 1 kilometer. So distance is 1 kilometer. So it is not necessary that body moves in a single direction only. Body can change its direction. Is it or not? You see, when you move, when you walk, okay, you may walk straight, you may walk curve, okay, or like this. So these all the total length of the path traveled by the body is called the distance covered by the body. Clear? So children, distance is which type of quantity? Nature. What is the nature? So distance is a scalar quantity. Distance is a scalar quantity. So we already discussed a lot on scalar and vector. Is it? Scalar possesses only magnitude. So distance, see, 1 kilometer. 1 kilometer is what? Magnitude. Is it no? Numerical value, magnitude. So distance is a scalar quantity. Next is what? Comes under units. SI unit. The SI unit of distance is meter. Is it? Meter. SI unit of distance is meter and CGS unit is centimeter. Okay. Next is what? Distance always positive. Distance cannot be negative or 0. Okay. Negative is not possible. Distance always positive. If a body moves, it covers some distance minimum. Okay. So if a body moves means compulsory something will be there. The magnitude never be 0. Nor negative also. Always a positive quantity. Scalar quantity, positive quantity. Okay. Next, SI unit is meter, CGS unit is centimeter. So this is about the distance. Overall, what is distance? Length of path traveled by the body. Now we come comes to displacement. Displacement means what? Displacement is the shortest path, shortest distance between initial and final position. Suppose body, first case, body is here, A is the initial position of the body, okay, and second, B is the final position of the body. So how much moved? Like this. Okay, suppose this is 1 kilometer. Okay, now so here what is displacement? Displacement. So what is displacement? Displacement is the shortest distance from initial position to final position. Initial position is A, final position is B. The shortest distance from A to B is what? 1 kilometer. So displacement is 1 kilometer. But it is not true for all cases. See, when body moves in particular direction, same direction, that time distance and displacement both will be same. Understand, children? Very important, you must understand this one. When a body moves in a particular direction, one dimension, single direction, then distance and displacement will be same. Then when distance displacement will be different? When body changes its direction. Okay, second case. See. This is the initial position of the body. Body moved 1 kilometer A to B. Clear? Then after comes down, suppose south direction. Here also 1 kilometer B to C. Clear, children? So you see, initial position of the body is A. A is initial position. C is final position. I, P, initial position. F, P, final position. Body A to B, east direction moved 1 kilometer. Then B to C, okay, came to down south direction, again 1 kilometer. Initial position is A, final position is C. Okay, now see what is displacement. Here, see what is displacement. So what I said, displacement is nothing but the shortest distance from initial to final position. If body like this move 1 kilometer, like this move 1 kilometer, this is not a shortest. Okay, shortest path. Like this and like this is not a shortest path. Then shortest path is what? Initial position A, final position is C. So here see, when we draw its hypotenuse, see this became a right angle triangle. Is it no? We can use Pythagoras theorem. According to Pythagoras theorem, h square equal to p square plus b square. Is it? H square means this is h square equal to p square 1 square plus b square 1 square 1 square 1 plus 1 square 1, that is 2. H is equal to square root of 2. So h equal to square root of 2. Root 2 kilometer. Root 2 means root 2 values is 1.414 something. Okay. So this is the hypotenuse. That is what? Shortest path from initial to final position. Okay. So distance is how much? Then distance A to B 1 kilometer, B to C 1 kilometer. How much? 2 kilometer. Is it or not? Distance is 2 kilometer. Displacement is 1.414 kilometer. Which is less? Of course, displacement is less. Is it? Displacement is less than distance here. So what we understood, that displacement will be either equal to distance or less than distance but never more than distance. Displacement will be always equal to distance or less than distance, but displacement will never be more than distance, because displacement is what? Shortest path from initial to final position. Clear, children? So by this example we concluded that when a body moves along a same direction, that time distance and displacement will be same. But when a body changes its direction, that time displacement can be less than distance. Clear? So now next comes up again nature. Displacement nature is what? Displacement is a vector quantity. Displacement is a vector quantity. Distance is a scalar quantity. Displacement is a vector quantity. Okay, so it is having magnitude and direction both. Okay, distance is denoted by S, whereas displacement is denoted by S vector. Okay, S vector. All the vector quantities, how can we represent? By giving one arrow sign at its top head. Okay, so if distance is denoted by S, displacement is denoted by S vector. It is a vector quantity. It is having magnitude and direction both. So magnitude is what? The shortest distance from initial to final position is a magnitude. And what is the direction of displacement? Direction is always towards initial to final position. An arrow showing initial to final position. So next is children, displacement units. So SI unit of displacement, SI unit of displacement is meter. Okay, why? Because displacement is what? It's a shortest length from initial position to final position. Shortest. It's a length, but is it or not? That's why its unit is meter. Clear? So SI unit is meter and CGS unit is centimeter. Clear now, children? So you can see, children, here this is a similarity between distance and displacement. If anyone will ask what is a similarity between distance displacement, then both are having same units. Distance also SI unit meter, CGS unit centimeter. Displacement also SI unit meter and CGS units centimeter. Both are having same units. So that is a similarity between distance and displacement. Difference is what? Difference is so many are there. Distance is a length of path traveled by the body. Okay, whereas displacement is the shortest length from initial to final position. Distance depend upon the path through which body is moving. Body is moving like this. But displacement does not require the path followed by the body. See, here to here body moved and here to here body moved. Body does not move AC, but AC is a displacement because it's the shortest path. Okay, so displacement does not depend upon the path followed by the body. Distance always positive. Displacement can be positive, can be negative, or zero also. Zero also possible in some cases. I will explain that one later on. Clear? So these are the differences. Distance is a scalar, displacement is a vector. These are the differences between distance and displacement. Okay, so let's see the definitions. So see, children, now here these are the definition and some differences also I have written. I'll give you the notes. You have to go through the notes and write that notes in your notebook. Okay, with this video only I will put the notes also. So see the definitions. Distance, the length of the path traversed by a body. Okay, means traveled by the body. When body moves, covers some length, that length of that path is known as distance. And that path may be straight, may not be straight. Is it now? Body may be moved straight or curved. So it may be straight, may not be straight. Displacement is what? Shortest distance from initial to final. From where body started, initial position, where ended, final position. The shortest path is known as displacement. Clear? Distance is a scalar quantity, so it is having only magnitude, no direction. Displacement is a vector quantity, so it is having direction. So what is the direction? Initial to final. Okay, displacement direction is initial to final position. It's a vector quantity having magnitude and direction. Again, there are other differences also. What? Distance cannot be 0 or negative, it is always positive distance. Displacement can be positive, negative or 0. So again, the two important points regarding displacement you must know. First point is the magnitude of displacement is either equal or less than the distance. Either equal or less than distance. Displacement, okay, displacement equal to distance will be there, less than distance will be there. Okay, either equal to distance or less than distance. Displacement, which case equal to distance? When a body moves in a same direction. Okay, when a body continues same direction, straight path, one dimensional motion, that time distance and displacement both will be same. Which case displacement is less than distance? When the body is changing its direction. Suppose body moves in a curved path or in a circular path. These cases displacement will be less than distance. Clear? So second point is displacement can be 0 but distance is never 0. Okay, displacement can be 0. I'll give you one example. Suppose a body, okay, moving in a circular path. Body is moving in a circular path. Okay, so body started from here. This is the initial position. From here started moving in a circular path. So what is the distance covered by the body? Distant body is moving in a circular path. Okay, so the circumference is the distance traveled by the body. So circumference of a circle r if radius, then it is 2 pi r. 2 pi r is a distance traveled by the body. 2 pi r is a circumference, that is distance traveled by the body, because body is moving in a circular track. But what is displacement? Displacement, when body started from here, again ended at here only, displacement is 0. When body from where started, there only ended, initial position, final position is same, that time displacement will be 0. Clear? So displacement can be 0 but distance never be 0. Clear, children? So this is for today. Today we learnt about distance and displacement. Regarding these topics, I'll give you the notes also. Please refer the notes and write it in your notes, your IIT notebook neatly. Maintain the date and time and go through it. Thanks for watching.